day. Harley has great customer service. I do actually have one complaint, and actually it served me great in the long run, because what had happened was so I got Onyx. Most of you guys who have a Street 500 or the XG 500, the mounts for your handlebars, the mounts for your mirrors, I mean, they look great or whatever, but Onyx has a hole. She's missing something in her life. And I'm just kidding. So where your mirrors are located, stock is literally, when you're riding, you're just seeing your shoulders. And I don't know about you, but I think I know what my shoulders look like for the most part, and I don't need to see them while I'm riding. But goodness, I could turn and I can go straight. What should I do? Oh. The light has decided I might turn. Oh, right. What was I even freaking rambling about? Oh, yeah. The mirrors. So the mirrors on the Street 500, oh my gosh, you're really gonna do this to me? The mirrors on the 500, they catch your shoulders. You cannot see anything. And literally, like, and I know that I'm not the only like freak of nature who has this problem with this bike. It's I told you in the Harley Davidson Riding Academy, you learn on the Street 500. So there is a ton of other people. There was like 9 people in my class. Pre-pandemic, we didn't have the social distance. Ooh, there's water. I don't want to go to the water. Not this time, boys. So, goodness. So everybody had this problem with these mirrors. It's like, you cannot see anything but shoulders, which, I mean, a lot of noobs on a bike they can't see anything behind them. Oh my gosh, that tapping is going to get on my nerves. I know that's not really safe. Okay, anyways, you cannot see anything out of the mirrors. So I guess like I spent 5 minutes freaking telling you guys that. So I went to Harley and I asked them, like, is there anything you can do about the mirrors? Because I went online. I see a lot of people who there's not really a huge market out there for Street 500 people. And if there is, they don't like post about any modifications they make on their bike, really, for the most part. I hadn't seen a great solution about mounting the mirrors on the underside of the bars. And I had seen a few YouTubers who did it for like their Iron 883s or their Dynas, whatever, but there was no solution for me. So I went to Harley with that intention, and I asked them, like, oh, well, first I went to a local business and I asked them, and they're like, no, you cannot do that. We can sell you this mirror. It's not guaranteed to mount correctly, like to the underside of your bike, but it'll be like $500 a mirror. I'm like, no. So I went to Harley and I went to go ask, the parts department or whatever. And like, so it was literally in the middle of the day. It wasn't even the end of the day. I know I'm going to contradict everything I literally just said, but oh well. I'm sorry, I lied. So I went to the parts department. That is gorgeous. I went to the parts department and I asked them, like, is there any kind of mirror? Is there anything I can do to remount the mirrors? Like, and like, I want to mount them on the underside because I had seen the look. I like the aesthetic of the underside mirrors. And the guy's like, I was literally talking to a woman because there was a man behind the counter talking to another man, an older man talking to a younger man. So the older man was an employee of Harley, and then there was a woman behind the counter, and I asked her, like, she's like, can I help you? I was like, sure. Like, hey, I have a Street 500 and I really want to put the mirrors on the underside of the bars. You guys have any kind of parts, any adapters, like anything, any mirrors that I can possibly use? And she's like, oh, I don't work in this department, I'm sorry. And I'm like, okay. The older gentleman who was behind the counter talking to a young man, literally stops what he's doing and he says, oh no, there's nothing I can do about that. There's no parts, there's nothing. Like, there's no option for that. And I'm like, oh, okay, great, thank you, Santa Claus. Like, gosh, you didn't give me what I wanted for Christmas. So I was like, you know what, honestly, I'm one of those people, if you tell me I cannot do something, I am going to do it, and I'm going to try to do it the best I can, because I am a rebel, and my parents taught me to always have a good work ethic. I'm just kidding. So I was like, you know, there has to be a way. Like, there has to be a way. So I know maybe by you guys seeing the front of my bike, you're like, those mirrors aren't Harley. Okay, I really don't care, because I'm the one riding the bike, and I need to see what's behind me. I don't care what my shoulders look like, honestly. I'm not a bodybuilder by any means. I build my body with pounds and pounds of bacon grease. No, I'm just kidding. But so I went on Amazon, and what I wanted is, whenever I try to underside mount my stock mirrors, they were hitting the tank. They were too far out. So I was like, no, this isn't gonna work. Maybe I should just turn here. I'm just gonna go in a circle, guys. I thought I was gonna get gas, but nah, I won't. So the Harley Davidson mirrors, like when you fully move your handlebars, they were definitely going to be hitting the Onyx's tank. And I'm sorry, I love the matte blackness of this gorgeous vessel. So I did not want to be, you know, hitting the tank. So that's the whole reason I went on a quest in the first place. I did not take the yellow. You guys should be so proud of me. Alright guys, so yesterday my GoPro went out, the battery died before I could finish my long story. I'm basically going to finish it right now. So basically at the Harley Davidson dealership, they told me there was nothing, absolutely nothing I can do to relocate. Oh my gosh, that suspension though. To relocate my mirrors on the underside of the bike. And my biggest thing was, I really was not wanting to look at my shoulders anymore. I know how my shoulders look, and I don't really care. I really want to see cars behind me whenever I'm riding. So what I did is I spent hours online. I had gotten these little adapters. They're just generic adapters for my handlebars. And then I knew that I wanted to get a short stem elongated mirror that I could put on the underside. I really like the aesthetic of the underside mounted mirrors, but I also, it was number one for my safety, because with stock mirrors I really couldn't see anything but my shoulders no matter how I angled them. And like I've said in the Harley Davidson class, the Riding Academy, you learn on the Street 500. So I knew it wasn't just me who had this problem with the bike. Everybody in that class, we really couldn't see each other unless we were at full stop, and we were like looking into the mirrors, all like looking like a bunch of, I don't know, fish. I don't know what we were looking like. So at the end of the day, I was online at Amazon, and I know they are not Harley Davidson. They don't even look like cruiser mirrors, but at the end of the day, I'm safe. And you know, that's how it should be. If somebody tells you you cannot do something, then make it your business to do it and to excel at it. At the end of the day, you're just going to be a better person for it, you know. So yeah, at the end of the day, I got my mirrors mounted on the other side of my bike. I can see more than my shoulders, and I'm not just looking at my fat gut either. Big bump, roar. All right, so yeah, not to make this video any longer, thank you for watching and listening to me ramble on about nonsensical things. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, always feel free to drop a question in the comment section. If you have something arrogant or mean to say, go ahead and drop that too. I'll definitely read it, get my feelings hurt, do whatever, the whole shebang. For the most part, I love riding a motorcycle, and if you're a new rider out there and you're wanting to, you know, how to learn, it's a very freeing experience. I mean, look at that. It's a very freeing experience, and it's something great that if you want to do it, strive to go ahead and do it to your fullest. I'm here to help. If any of you guys are willing or wanting to learn, go ahead and you can even drop me some questions. Maybe I can make a video about it to kind of help you out. For now, I want to say goodbye, but I'll see you next time here. Same bad place, same bad channel. Like if you like the content, please subscribe if you want more. Hit the bell icon. It will definitely alert you when I'm hitting up new content and dropping it in the upload section. But for now, look at that pretty ass bird. Have a great day. Have a good weekend. Have a good week wherever you are watching this video. I hope it's pleasant for you. All right. Signing out.